hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm Dr. Branch.
Dr. Branch, I'm Yolanda Pollard.
Hi, Miss Pollard. Would you have a seat, please, ma'am?
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. Let me start by asking you a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a little brief history of your background? Give me a little background history of your life. Whether you're married, and give me the reason that you're here today.
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I am married. Me and my husband have lived in this area about 7 years.
Okay.
And the reason why I am here today is because my husband thinks that I have a shopping problem.
Okay.
But I actually do not have a shopping problem.
Okay.
You know, I may like to buy myself something from time to time, but you know, I get up and I go to work every morning, so I feel like when I get paid, I'm entitled to buy myself something.
Okay.
But you know, he seems to think that I overdo it, but I don't think so.
Okay.
So I came in to see you today, you know, just because he felt that, you know, I need to do that in order to help out our relationship. You know, it's for some reason it's starting to seem as if it's a barrier.
Okay.
And you know, I do love my husband, and I want to do what I can, you know, to help the relationship. But I still don't think that I have a shopping problem.
Okay. Miss Pollard, do you have any children?
No, ma'am, I don't.
You and your husband don't have any children. Okay. What kind of work do you do?
I work in retail.
Okay.
I work for a retail chain. We have about 9 stores, and I actually do the merchandising for those stores.
Okay.
So when you go out and you see the displays that are set up really pretty in the windows of stores, then I actually do that.
So in essence, you're here not because you want to be, because your husband thought better that you come to see a therapist.
Yes, ma'am. Because I don't think that I have
And
a
you
problem.
don't think you have a problem.
No.
Okay.
What woman is it that doesn't like to shop?
Very few.
Do you shop yourself?
Sometimes.
That's a lovely jacket on there. Who made that?
Oh, I'm not sure. Now let's get back to you. Let's get back to how often do you shop?
Because I work in retail, you know, the product that comes in, I do actually get to see it first.
Okay.
So I may not physically go out to a department store maybe every two times out of a month. Most likely I'm not one of those persons who has to go to the store every day, but it could be because I work in a store.
Right.
But that, I guess in essence, that is just like going to a store
Well,
every
let me
day.
ask you this also. Do you do any online shopping?
I do love to look online. I'm always online looking at something. I may not buy something each time that I'm online, but I do look every day.
Let me ask you something. You made a statement that your husband feels like you have a problem. Is your shopping taken away from any of the time that you spend with him?
I don't believe that it is taking away any time from him. Sometimes he works on the weekends, so that's not taking away time. When he's gone to work, then I'm finding something else to do with my time.
Okay.
You know, until he comes home. So I don't think it's taken away from him. I still cook and clean and go to work, you know, like I'm supposed to.
Okay. Let me ask you this also. When we are speaking of finance, do you have a budget that you set yourself on when you're shopping, or is it a random shopping, or let's go with how often, how many times a week do you go shopping?
I really don't have a budget. If there's something that I see that I like, and I know that I can afford to get it, then I'll buy it.
Okay.
You know, I do love nice shoes. Sometimes I paid up to even $800 for one pair of shoes.
Okay.
You know, but I feel like I go to work, you know, every day. It's not neglecting from the bills that need to be paid. This is just my extra money that I have that I spend.
Okay, let me ask you another thing. You said that your husband thinks that you buy too many. I'm assuming buying too many clothes. Do you have more clothes than you can possibly wear at one time?
Well, I guess that would be true of anybody, because if you can only wear one pair of pants at a time, even though I may have a closet, full of them. But I do have 2 closets.
Okay.
And my motto is, if I buy one piece, then I have to get rid of something else.
Okay.
So I'm not just cluttering and hiding stuff. You know, I do have things in my closet where I have price tags on it, but even with those price tags, some I've had for 8 or 9 years. I just don't take the price tag off of it. So it may look like to him that I've gotten something new in there, but it's actually old.
Okay. Have you explained that to him?
I have, but because I tend not to repeat a lot the things that I have on, so he may not remember that I've had that item on because it's so far in between since the last time that I have had it on.
Well, let me ask you something. Let's go back to our childhood. How was your, let me see, how would your upbringing or how would your fascination for clothing might have affected you from the time you were born?
Well, coming up, we did not have a lot. We may have gotten something maybe for Christmas or for the start of school, the school year, but just to receive stuff on a weekly basis or new shoes and new clothes, things like that, we didn't do that. So I did feel like once I got grown, if I had something that I wanted, I buy it for myself.
For yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're shopping, you do not take away from household expenses or anything like that? No, ma'am.
I don't not pay my bills first,
okay. You do pay your bills.
I pay my bills.
Okay.
But now I do like a good pair of shoes, as I said before. I was sitting out in the lobby and I saw this dress in this book. And I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
I understand.
I have an event coming up this weekend. I think I would just look gorgeous in this dress.
Ms. Pollard, can I ask you one other specific thing?
You don't like that dress?
Yes, I do. But let's close the book for right now, okay? Let's get back to some preliminary questions about you saying your childhood was, although you were okay in your childhood. And you were okay in your young adult life. So clothes was not a fascination for you.
Really I had always envisioned myself as being a model.
Okay.
But I'm too short and now I've gotten too fat for it. So, but I still love really
nice things.
Nice clothes.
Okay, let me
I often find myself looking at runway shows and the new designers that come out and how beautiful the things. So it is a fascination for me.
But you do not go to the extreme.
It
can get to the extreme. When you said you paid $800 for those shoes, did you not think that was extreme?
I didn't think that it was extreme to the point I was lacking in a bill somewhere.
Okay.
All my expenses were paid up, so it was a good thing.
Okay.
There was something I worked hard for. I didn't have to ask my husband for any of his money to get it. It's something I bought on my own.
Okay. Well, we kind of got a pretty good background of where you're coming from, and.
But do you think that I have a shopping problem? Just because I like nice things.
Miss Pollard, let me say this right now.
Because I have a girlfriend.
Wait just a minute. I have not. I've only had you for a few seconds, and it would not be just for me to come out and give you an informed opinion on whether you have a shopping problem or whatever. That's just not the way that I do. What I do, I like to know a little bit more about my clients. I like to know what they think. I like to know certain things, and what I'll do is I'll compile. I will compile some things in our next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But now what I want you to do is to sit down and for the month of November,
Mm-hmm.
well, this is October, for the month of November,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go and tell me and write down specifically
Mm-hmm.
everything, clothing item
Mm-hmm.
that you purchased for that month.
Okay.
What I'll probably find in that is maybe some repetitious things in there,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But at the same time, I think we'll have a better understanding of why your husband feels this way.
Mm-hmm.
I
think he just
yet.
doesn't want me to look nice.
Well, let's not answer those questions
Mm-hmm.
right yet. I have not met your husband,
Mm-hmm.
so I
Look
don't
how
undertake that.
That's so gorgeous.
But what we'll do is we will explore some things
Mm-hmm.
about your shopping.
Okay.
And we'll explore some things about how you feel and how you feel about your husband, and if in fact he thinks that your shopping is taken away from his time.
So you're really on his side then?
No, ma'am. No, I'm not. I'm just collecting information. That's all I'm doing
Because it sounds
today.
like you don't want me to shop either. Look how beautiful
Yes.
that is. And that just would look gorgeous
It
on
would
me.
probably look beautiful on you.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Not to say, Miss Pollard, that we will not go over some of those things, but this visit is probably not the right visit today. We're just getting familiar with you and see what direction we're headed in.
Mm-hmm.
We might have a long time stay, and we might not have a long time stay. Your therapy might be 2 sessions or 3 sessions. It might be 6 sessions. Right now, this is our first session. And if you would give me the time, I think we can find out what's going on. And perhaps we might even have your husband to come in with you. Do you think he'd be willing to come in?
Yeah, I probably can buy a new dress on when he comes in.
Well, we'll let you decide that. And maybe he'll be able to come in with you on your next visit.
So
let's see how he's thinking and why he came to those opinions.
Dr. Branch, do you think that shopping is an addiction? Because I've heard people say that it's an
shopping
addiction.
can be an addiction, just like anything
Even
else.
if you just like nice things, you like to look at them, I don't see what's the harm in it.
There is harm in it if you if it becomes to an extreme. If in fact you're going outside the budget, and right at this point I cannot tell you because I really don't know. This is our first session, and that is probably most information. I'm going to go back, and I've taken some notes, and I'll probably read them over the weekend, and by your next visit we can kind of go over your chart and see where you are. And if you like, when you get ready to leave, make sure that my receptionist will give you a good time.
I was out there talking to Peggy, and she had the cutest shoes on. Oh my gosh.
She?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's not, she is
me and her
nice
should go
lady.
shopping sometime.
Well, Miss Pollard, what I will do is I will look forward to seeing you on your next visit, and we'll go from there.
I don't think it's not time for me to go yet. I think I paid you some more money.
Well, Miss Pollard, I only have 30 minutes for my clients, and I'm sorry. I do have another client coming in, and but it's in all due respect, I do have to respect that they're coming in, and I've given you 30 minutes.
Well, I want you to see some more items in this book.
Well, Miss Pollard, I won't be able to do that today, but if on your next therapy, we'll see, can we explore some more of those things.
I'm going to hold you to that.
You can hold me to that.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I promise you can hold me to it. So we will conclude our therapy sessions for today, and would you please check with my secretary and let her know that what would be a good time for you to come back and to bring your husband.
Okay, well, sure.
Make sure that we got the proper information and telephone number.
I sure will.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Miss Polly. It is so nice seeing you.
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
hope to see you next week.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss Polly.
Let me not forget my magazine.
That's good, Miss Polly. Okay.